have been framed in exercise of jurisdiction under Article 185(3). But 11 of the learned judges, of course, disagreed with that. But your lordship is absolutely right. In light of the foregoing interpretation, we determine question I in the terms that the sole consequence of declaring a political party ineligible to obtain an election symbol under Section 215(5) of the Elections Act for failing to comply with the provisions of Section 209 regarding intra-party election is the non-allocation of an election symbol to that party in subsequent election, nothing more, nothing less. Furthermore, such a declaration does not affect the political party's other constitutional and statutory rights. This was the effect of the Commission's order dated 22nd December 2023, upheld by this court, while its order dated 13 January 2024, declaring PPTI ineligible to obtain a selection symbol under Section 215(5) of the Elections Act. Other constitutional and statutory rights of PTI to function and operate as a political parties were not thereby affected. Had the Commission clarified it in its order dated 22nd December 2023 or order dated 13 January 2024, the entire confusion regarding the status of PTI candidates or PTI's right to reserved seats would not have occurred. Now,
इस कोर्ट के ऑर्डर का जिक्र है
जी,
ये इन्होंने कहा upheld by this court.
13 January.
Which order was upheld by this court?
जी,
Which कौन सा?
so that intra-parties elections were not validly held.
Shah High Court judgment.
जी जी, नहीं सर,
वो satisfied इलेक्शन कमीशन को
इलेक्शन वो जो इलेक्शन जो of which your lordship was part,
मेजोरिटी जजमेंट ने ये कहा कि उससे पार्टी के बाकी जो हकूक है उसके कंटेस्ट इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट करना कैंडिडेट का उस पर कोई
सिर्फ ये है कि कॉमन सिंबल नहीं होता, और यही बात आपने कही और क्लैरिटी के साथ कि उस जजमेंट में कोई ऐसी चीज नहीं है जो ये कहती है।
तो ये सब बातें थी कि पार्टी मुतासर नहीं होगी, तो फिर इंडिपेंडेंट खड़े होने की क्या जरूरत थी?
जी सर, इंडिपेंडेंट इसलिए खड़े हो क्योंकि इलेक्शन कमीशन ने थ्रू देयर ऑर्डर्स डिक्लेयर किया इंडिपेंडेंट, जिसका
एक बात तो और करें,
सिंबल का केस जहाँ तक है ना, वो तो आर्टिकल 215 के अंदर है कि अगर वायलेशन होगी 208, 209 उनकी, that was in fact the violation that they did not hold the intra-party elections despite various opportunities. वो पूरा 5 साल का पीरियड था, तो वो सिर्फ उस हद तक था।
जी बिल्कुल।
तो अब ये जो बात हो रही है कि सिंबल ना होने की वजह से इंडिपेंडेंट डिक्लेयर हो गए, उसका बताइए ना आप, हाउ इफ ए पार्टी डज नॉट
उसके हवाले से आपको
दे विल बी डिक्लेयर्ड इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स।
हो भी गए तो फिर क्या कोई ऐसा अमर माने था कि पीटीआई को ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकते?
जी, पहले मैं कहता हूँ कि इंडिपेंडेंट किस तरह, जैसे
एक डेट्स ध्यान में रख ले कि जब ज्यादा एम्फेसिस इस पे दिया गया, क्योंकि आप ये पढ़ रहे हैं 13 जनवरी की जजमेंट को पढ़ रहे हैं
जी,
नॉमिनेशन पेपर 13 जनवरी से काफी पहले सबमिट हुए थे, ये दिसंबर के महीने में जमा हुए थे, और वो दिसंबर में जमा होने के बाद उसमें लिखा था, चंद ने आजाद लिखा था, चंद ने पार्टी एफिलिएशन सर्टिफिकेट साथ। सो ये कहना कि 13 जनवरी की वजह से वो आजाद थे, ये तो उससे पहले
नहीं, ये मेरे ख्याल में नहीं कह रहे। असल में देयर आर 2 parts to it. The first part was what the judgment has clarified, and when I read your lordship's judgment, that also clarifies it, that actually that case is wrongly conceptualized as the symbols case. It's really about intra-parties.
Actually, under section 2 and 5, if you will go through subsection 5 of this section, in fact, a show cause notice was issued to the PTI, and repeatedly they were called upon to hold elections, and I think that was a period mentioned in the judgment for 4 or 5 years, and even in your constitution you have to conduct election within 3 years perhaps, or 4 years, but the Election Act grants you 5 years time to contest intra-party election. So since the election was not contested within time, the show cause notice was issued. After issuing show cause notice, the order was passed by the Election Commission. This is only, if you will read, if a political party or parties to whom show cause notice has been issued under subsection 4 fails to comply with the provisions of section 209 or section 2010, the Commission may, after affording it or them an opportunity of being heard declared it or them ineligible to obtain an election symbol for election to Majlis Shura Parliament, Provincial Assembly or local government, and the Commission shall not allocate an election symbol to such political party or combination of political parties in subsequent elections.
Ji.
So in fact, this is subsection 5 of section 215. Which triggered against the PTI due to non-holding intra-party elections. So what the bench is continuously asking to you and the others that mere non-grant of symbol does not deregister the party.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
ठीक है?
बिल्कुल
ये तो किसी का भी कॉन्सेप्ट यहाँ
बिल्कुल।
पर कम से कम नहीं था।
बिल्कुल।
और अब जो आगे फर्दर स्टेप हुआ कि जो इंडिपेंडेंट थे उन्होंने आपको ज्वाइन कर लिया।
जी
असल है कि उनकी रिवर्सल जो है ना वो
So there are three parts to this question. The first part, of course, is that what was the meaning of the election commission declaring that intra-party elections were not validly held and a common symbol will not. पहला सवाल ये है, ठीक है? पहला
इशू नहीं था।
सर इशू है इसकी वजह से करना। जो सेकंड क्वेश्चन है वो ये है कि why did the PTI candidates contest as independents? ये second question.
What is the date of that order by the
Sir-
Election Commission?
Sir, 22nd December
22nd December.
2023, and if your lordship wants,
And date of nominations?
sir, वो भी 24th तक extend हो गया था
24th तक.
December. And that order is in the main appeal if your lordship wants to, but that order simply said, sir, कि आपने एक valid intra-party election नहीं hold किए हैं और उसका consequence ये है कि आपको common symbol नहीं मिल सकता।
Then you went in litigation, Peshawar High Court, then again Supreme Court.
पेशावर हाई कोर्ट ने सेट असाइड कर दिया, ठीक है, एंड देन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इन इट्स 13 जनवरी ऑर्डर अपहेल्ड द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑर्डर।
इसलिए आपको बार बार ये कहा जाता है कि आपका कॉन्ट्रडिक्ट करता है पीटीआई से। आप इन सारी बातों को मान के उन्हें इंडिपेंडेंट जान के आपने अपने साथ ज्वाइन किया।
सर पहले मैं जवाब देता हूँ सर।
जरूर जवाब
जी, जी,
दीजिए।
जी,
लेकिन
जी।
ना उस इन तमाम मराइल को तय करने के बाद आपने कहा कि ये मेरे साथ ज्वाइन हो गए। नाउ आई एम एंटाइटल्ड फॉर दी रिजर्व सीट।
सर मैं इसीलिए
ये जो प्रोसीडिंग है ये वहां से स्टार्ट हो रही है।
सर योर लॉर्डशिप इज कन्फ्लेटिंग 3 सेपरेट इश्यूज। ये 3 सेपरेट इश्यूज, इनका 3 सेपरेट में जवाब दूं। पहला मैंने फ्रेम कर दिया कि कॉमन सिंबल जो वो जजमेंट है उसका क्या मतलब था, इलेक्शन कमीशन और सुप्रीम कोर्ट।
देखिए सर, ये आपका केस कहीं पे भी नहीं था।
तो बिल्कुल ही
कहीं पे ये केस ना इलेक्शन कमीशन के
स्टार्ट ही
सामने।
वहां से ले रहे हैं कि ये इंडिपेंडेंट मुझे ज्वाइन किया,
सिंपल
वैलिड ज्वाइन।
सिंपल आपने कहा
वहां से आप स्टार्ट ले रहे हैं जी, आई एम एंटाइटल्ड फॉर द रिजर्व सीट्स।
आप सिर्फ अपनी एंटाइटलमेंट की जंग आप लड़ रहे हैं कि ये चूंकि एसआईसी को ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं इसलिए एसआईसी इज एंटाइटल्ड फॉर।
नहीं, अब मैं नहीं कर रहा रिव्यू।
अब नहीं
आपकी बात
शुरू की
नहीं है।
बात
रिव्यू की बात नहीं कर रहा।
शुरू
You
से।
cannot change now.
No, of course.
वो तो
Of
राजस्थान
course I
हम
can.
सुनेंगे उन्हें।
Of course I can. Of course I can. A respondent can take any position. He can question the judgment. He can.
फिर तो स्टार्ट ही खत्म हो जाता है।
नहीं, start
of list.
That is the judge. Those
That
are the
is the
judgments.
basis.
Sir, those are the judgments of the Supreme Court. ऐसा अक्सर ये होता है, रिस्पोंडेंट होता है, उसके खिलाफ जजमेंट होती है, वो अपील नहीं फाइल करता है, वो क्रॉस अपील भी नहीं फाइल करता। The Supreme Court has said you can take any position as a respondent.
ये आपका राइट है।
किसी के लिए तो नहीं कर सकते ना।
जी।
आपको नहीं मिला, that's all.
क्यों नहीं कर सकता? क्यों नहीं कर सकता? मैं रिस्पोंडेंट हूँ सर, मेरी मर्जी है मैं जो पोजीशन लूं।
आपकी
नो वन कैन फोर्स मी टू टेक अ पर्टिकुलर पोजीशन।
आपकी मर्जी, आपका केस। बात सिंपल सी, आप शुरू से लेके जा रहे हैं कि शुरू में आपका स्टांस पहले ये चलो आप बेशक क्लेम करें, लेकिन शुरू में कहीं पे किसी स्टेज पे आपने ये बात कही कि चूंकि ये हुआ था, चूंकि सिंबल नहीं मिला था, चूंकि इलेक्शन ऐसे हुए।
जी, बिल्कुल।
आपने सिंपल ये बात की कि चूंकि ये आजाद
हाँ,
उम्मीदवार मेरे साथ शामिल हो गए इसलिए आई एम पार्लिमानी पार्टी, आई एम एंटाइटल्ड फॉर
नहीं सर, मेरी प्लीडिंग्स मैं आपको पढ़ दूंगा। मैं जरा सा ये 3 सवालों के
ये
जवाब
थोड़ा सा लोकल स्टैंड आई पे ये पहले भी क्वेश्चन हुआ है। माय लॉर्ड्स आर आल्सो आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन टू यू, बट यू हैव टू एक्सप्लेन बिकॉज इन योर ओरिजिनल पोजीशन as a petitioner you came here for the reserve seat in favor of SIC
On the basis
that they joined you.
candidates.
They joined you, and you have a right to claim India reserve seat.
Ji.
But ultimately, the decision was passed by this court by majority or minority. They gave these seats to the PTI.
जी
So now you are not a normal respondent, or जो इस वक्त आपकी position है as a respondent. It is not common to every respondent in the case, but this position is slightly changed. Now you are arguing on behalf of PTI because the seats have gone to PTI. And whether rightly or wrongly, the seats were granted by majority or minority judgment to the PTI. So now SIC is espousing their cause. Whether at this stage, what is your locus standi? Because they are no more your members, because once they have been declared the member of PTI, they have gone. The relationship is terminated with the SIC. Is it the position?
Sir, I'm neither supporting SIC, I'm neither supporting PTI, I'm supporting the majority judgment of the Supreme Court of Pakistan. That is my locus standi before your lordship as an officer of the court.
And that's why you have not filed review application.
Yes, as an officer of the court, I think that the majority judgment, even if it goes against me, is the correct statement of law, including on 90% of the issues, the judgment of Justice Mandokhel and Justice Qazi Faizisa. And if there is any cause I am espousing, it is the cause of the majority judgment, the Supreme Court of Pakistan, the correct view of the Constitution.
So,
I am
meaning
not
thereby-
partisan.
Meaning thereby earlier injustice if caused by, earlier injustice if caused by in first round
Ji,
was tried to be redressed by impugned judgment
ji.
before this court.
Bilkul,
By
bilkul.
majority of them.
Bilkul,
Whether they
bilkul.
were competent to do so.
Yes, that's the question. So I think locus standi is not an issue. मेरे एक तो response ये, दूसरा response ये कि what the majority judgment, including your lordship's judgment, has said in para C that there is no conflict between the two positions, and the third position is that I will cite those case law, but your lordships are aware.
Okay, initial ये हुआ कि when the application was filed, because when I say that it was an intervener application by PTI, you said no, it was through one of the members. But during course of argument just now, you said the PTI filed the application.
नहीं,
It's a correction or
नहीं,
जो भी था.
there were two cases. One was an intervener application on behalf of PTI. The other was a CPLA seeking permission to leave to appeal against an order in which they were not a party in the original position. Now the second proceeding,
पीटीआई क्या मांग रही थी हमसे?
they were there to assist your lordships.
पढ़े उसमें application, what was their prayer?
Their prayer was to assist your lordships.
Their prayer was to allot seats to SIC, not
No,
to PTI.
आप वो पढ़िएगा. मैं CMA पढ़ देता हूँ. उन्होंने किए कि the point is either way, either to PTI or SIC, because there is no conflict between the
But
two
what
positions.
is the status of intervener application? You know the law.
Ji.
We drive the intervener or impleading of parties through Order 1, Rule 10 CPC. There is no other provision for that. So either you are a necessary party or proper party.
Yes.
And if not both, then obviously you are out of the arena.
Yes.
So what treatment was given to your application that you are not
वो भी मैं
necessary
पढ़-
and proper
वो
party?
भी मैं पढ़ देता हूँ.
And I think that was also a mistake at that stage. अगर आपको उसको implead कर लिया जाता तो maybe आपको argument में PTI की तरफ से आसानी होती कि they could have addressed the issues also.
Maybe-
But at that time, I'm sorry to say कि उस वक्त वो निकल गई application.
My lord, as I will, when I take your lordships through the case law, your lordships have exercised jurisdiction under Article 187, where your lordships have expressly said that it doesn't matter if the relief we are granting is to a party which is not before us. That is the settled position which your lordships have taken under article, and there is not one judgment. There are numerous judgments
No,
which I will
but-
cite.
what is
But
the-
let me just complete this.
What is the premise of
Subject matter
Article
is an
187? You see what is
सर
187?
मैं अगर ये सिर्फ हिस्सा खत्म कर लूं
करिए।
तो ये तीन सवाल जो है ना ये खत्म, ये फैक्चुअल साइड पे मैं खत्म कर लूं, फिर मैं 187 पे भी आऊंगा.
I'm more interested to hear you on question of law and
सर
constitution.
देर आर, जैसे मैंने कहा, बिल्कुल सही. और her ladyship is not saying, because one of her main question, which I think is the central issue, is that how are these timelines given? And the second issue, which your lordship and your lordship is rightly identified, is the relief granted to a non-party. जो timeline का issue है, वो I will deal with while referring to Article 254. ठीक है, to show that timelines can be deviated from. ठीक है ना?
तो वैलिडेशन के लिए
जी
है ना?
नहीं सर,
वैलिडेशन के
टाइमलाइन
परमिसेबल वैलिडेशन
no, exactly in this case. And your lordship was a part of a recent judgment where your lordship had condoned the delay of the last election. November की judgment है, you were a party to that. There was 90
And
days,
please add-
your lordships invoked 254 and said, yes, the timelines can be deviated from.
एक और क्वेश्चन भी ऐड कर लीजिए मेरा कि जो रूल 94 है